something truly horrible happened on the 27th of May 2025 in a community called Eziagu in Enugu State, Nigeria. On that very day, some men in the community were said to have heard a young girl crying and screaming for help. The sound was unusual and deeply unsettling, prompting the villagers to trace its source. Would be a soak-away pit. It was under this pit that they uncovered what appeared to be human remains hidden beneath the uncompleted structures. The most disturbing part was the report that one of the victims was a pregnant woman.
You see this life, wow, Tual. They say the world did turn around like this. Not my usual type of videos, but I'll do it because I want to create awareness. If you're new here, my name is Lillian and I welcome you to the channel. Please don't forget to give this video a like because I'm following a number of true crime stories from Nigeria. So this story is trending right now in Nigeria and I'm going to post it, all right? Just in case any of your person have gone missing somewhere in Nigeria and you are wondering, where are they? What I'm about to show you in this video, maybe to give you clue answers to why some of us tells some of you to please be careful out there. Not like I have it all figured out for myself on how to be safe from these people, but by the grace of God, together with my awareness of the reality on ground in my country, it helps in a way. So in 2025, when you and I are thinking on how to better our lives by using AI tools, by thinking of how to save up and go back to school or learn a trade or go into a new business, some people are busy unaliving human being in the name of human sacrifice to make money. Anyway, this is a reaction video and I'm going to leave it to run. I have one or two things to say later in the video. Let's watch the video together.
Guys, something truly horrible happened on the 27th of May 2025 in a community called Eziagu in Enugu State, Nigeria. On that very day, some men in the community were said to have heard a young girl crying and screaming for help. The sound was unusual and deeply unsettling, prompting the villagers to trace its source. When they arrived at the scene, they found a young girl being held captive by a group of men. At first, they assumed it was a case of kidnapping, but what they would discover after that encounter would turn out to be one of the most disturbing crimes in the history of Enugu State. The villagers took on the suspected kidnappers and immediately rescued the young girl from them. They were also able to catch at least one of the kidnappers, but unfortunately, the mastermind behind the evil act was able to escape from them. Upon interrogation, they discovered that the man they had in their custody was not just a kidnapper, but was allegedly involved in ritual-related activities. The suspect was said to have worked for a rich and influential native doctor in the community. This native doctor was identified simply as Eziani, but he was popularly known as Ideple Ideshu. According to reports, the youths have been suspecting him of being involved in some ritualistic activities. However, they never found any proof to confirm their suspicions, so after his boys were caught, their suspicions grew even stronger. The youths marched down to his mansion in the village, where he reportedly lived with his mother and wife. When they arrived there, they began searching the massive premises, but nothing would have ever prepared them for the shocking discovery they were going to make. The compound had other uncompleted buildings that were still under active construction. It is not exactly clear how the youths realized that there were things buried under this series of uncompleted buildings, but somehow they did. One of them picked a digger and began breaking what appeared to be the floor of the building. However, after a hole was made in the floor, they were shocked to discover that it wasn't actually a floor, but rather the surface of what seemed to be a soak-away pit. It was under this pit that they uncovered what appeared to be human remains hidden beneath the uncompleted structures. The most disturbing part was the report that one of the victims was a pregnant woman and that some of the victims may not have died before being buried under the structures. It then became clear to them that where they were all standing was a graveyard. Ezeani was very popular in this village. He was known for his flamboyant lifestyle and his public display of wealth. From spraying cash at public events to hosting lavish celebrations, he made sure that everyone saw how rich and influential he was. Many people admired him from a distance, while others remained quietly suspicious. Though the youths in the community had always found the source of his wealth to be questionable, none of them could have imagined that he would go as far as using the title of a native doctor or dibia as a cover for such a dark and criminal operation. For a long time, people assumed he was just another wealthy spiritualist who knew how to attract clients and followers. But based on the horrific discoveries made in his compound, it gradually became clear to them that this was far beyond traditional practices. He wasn't just a native doctor, he was allegedly involved in money ritual activities, an accusation that sent shockwaves through the entire community. Whether someone can truly make money by taking the life of another person is something that is still up for debate. Some people believe it's possible, others see it as superstition, but regardless of what people believe, the reality of what was found in Ezeani's compound forced everyone to question everything they thought they knew about him and about the lengths some people might go just to get rich. It is just so sad that we now live in a society where people take serious offense whenever they are questioned about the source of their wealth. Instead of seeing such questions as necessary, they treat them as personal attacks. Some people will even defend the person with questionable wealth by asking why he didn't question the source of his poverty, as if that justifies turning a blind eye to an obvious red flag. This is a video of Ezeani being celebrated and praised as he threw his ill-gotten money into the air during a wedding ceremony he was invited to. People danced, cheered and sang his name, all in admiration of his wealth. None of them would have ever imagined that the money they were dancing and celebrating with was probably made from the suffering of innocent people buried under the pits in his mansion. At the time of making this report, the youths had already discovered at least 5 human remains buried under the uncompleted buildings in the native doctor's house. After making these horrific discoveries, the youths became angry and then decided to burn down his houses and cars.
So now everywhere but it's go mamba women before una that tibu mad. One other way all kwala gefa. E me be ni adigo open. Nani eba. Iye ni na. Obusi go mo bae. Apa dia? Ya betul kan.
The Enugu State Governor got to hear of the horrible crime and immediately sent excavators to bring down the building suspected to have been used for the kidnapping activities.
This is one of the buildings kidnapping in Isiagu, precisely Umumba, Isiagu. Isiagu Mumba, and tonight this building is going down as directed by His Excellency Governor Peter Mba. Enugu State has zero tolerance for criminality, any form of criminality. So today the security busted them with criminals, made series of arrests with evidence. So the building, some of the buildings had actually gone down, and this one is going down tonight. So if you are a criminal, if you are a kidnapper, you are a ritualist, it is better you leave Enugu State at once, or you'll be caught and get decisively.
At the time of making this video, the native doctor was still on the run. However, his wife and accomplices have been taken into custody for further investigations.
Well, Ezeani has been arrested by the Nigerian police force as we speak. He has been arrested. He was apprehended at an airport trying to flee the country. Where was he going to go to? Where was he running to? Luckily for all of us living human being, this man have been apprehended. Do you guys know that Enugu State, now I don't know, for me growing up in Nigeria, because I'm from that part of Nigeria, like neighboring region, Enugu State used to be the safest in Nigeria. Let me just say the eastern part of Nigeria used to be the safest part of Nigeria. So what happened? All of a sudden, what's going on? Enugu is like Lagos State. Enugu is like Kano. Enugu is the Lagos of the East. That is where you find foreigners. That is where you find non-Igbos. That is where you find non-indigens the most. Enugu State. People from that region, from other states in that region. Enugu is that place that they keep their families. Enugu was like the center of, I would just say the center of the East. Cold City was very peaceful. And I'm happy that this is happening in Enugu. Because right now, as me and you, we are speaking now, somewhere in the world, in my country, some other states wouldn't have done what this particular state have done. I think they would have just ignored, maybe out of fear or out of what? Loyalty. Do you guys know that a classmate of mine is missing up until now? She was my junior student, like direct junior. She was, I think, while I was writing my while I was in SS3, she was in SS2. This girl, after school, looking to go to, I think she even entered one of the School of Health Technologies in Nigeria. And she's from the eastern part of Nigeria, though stayed and schooled in my village because her elder brother brought her there. So they were living there. She speaks my language. We were all growing up together. We were cool. So one day, this girl said she was going to visit somebody at one of the states in the east. From my village to that place till today, we don't see this girl. Up until now, this girl is nowhere to be found. The family have tried everything they can. No trace of this girl up until now. Now, as you can see, is this little girl that I'll just call her an angel. God just wanted to use her to expose these people, to expose this man and his gang. So, should they not have tried to kidnap this little angel? I don't think she's a human being. She's not. She can be human. I mean, already from the story, already they have been able to kidnap this little girl. They ran away with her. So it was the villagers that organized, the people in that town organized themselves to go in search of the girl. That was how they were able to trace. That is uncommon, and I give accolades to this community, man. You guys, you're amazing. Now, that is number one. Let's talk about the second thing I want to point out in this video. This man lives with his mother and his wife and his children. He lives with his mother biological mama and his wife, beloved wife, in that house, and all of these things are happening, and they say they do not know. Are they going to tell Nigerians? Are they going to tell us human beings, the living ones now? They're going to tell the government, the police. Are they going to tell God that they are not aware of what their son is into? Anytime I see people who go out there to display cash in public, you go out there, you want people to notice you. There's something about it. Like, I don't know. It gives me the Otokoto vibes. Yeah, it's giving that Otokoto vibes. What is wrong? Like, eastern part of Nigeria used to be very safe. I used to travel that road when I was young. Forget say me and some of my people from the east, we disagree. I love them. I might not like what is happening now, but I love them because growing up, I know the East to be very peaceful. Back in the days, Obasanjo even talked about one of the states in the East. I will not even mention them. And Obasanjo said one of the states in the East have made it so easy for him to be the president of Nigeria that they don't stress him in terms of security, in terms of revenue, that they are so good. And then few years later, it has become a place where people sneak in and sneak out like thieves in their own house. Now, if the world now say, oh yeah, everybody go back to your village, how are people from that part now going to do it? You are not allowed to come to mine. I am not allowed to come to yours. What are they going to do? You see him. We are done with that. His mother and wife lives with him. You see, some of us, we might end up alone forever because I can't put up with you, bro. I can't. I will not be able to cover you. I'm sorry. I will not. Nobody can tell me that the wife or the mother or the both of them are not aware of what this man is into. Then no, I think they're just cool with it because after all, money day, it is all about the money. When they say social media is pleasuring me, social media is pressuring me, social media not they pressure Liliano. You know why? I don't care, bro. I don't care. You see why I don't envy people? No matter what you have, just enjoy it. Enjoy it now. You know, I'm not moved. Now look at those people. The couple at that wedding, receiving blood money, Jehovah Rapha. Women, we went to say we would die for money. Our African women, non-Nigerian women, especially Kenyan ladies, Kenyan and South African women, I hope you guys can see. This kind of person now will invite you over to Nigeria. You will go. The wife is aware that you are coming. The mother knows you are coming. Right from the airport, they'll pick you up. They'll take you there straight. No one else will know about your presence in Nigeria. And then we, the innocent Nigerians, will start to suffer. I hope you can see people like this man. But I'm so proud of this community that they were able to do something, even though I feel like they have done it late. And I condemn this demolition and destruction of properties of these people because you need to investigate them in the house. I believe there's a lot more there. He has been arrested by the Nigerian police, but I will not be surprised if he's set free tomorrow or next. Now, story time. Do you know that we had someone like this from the East in my place before? Now, somewhere around 2007, 2018, in my own part of Nigeria, in my state, in my local government council, one man from the East came to my part of my local government, bought hectares of land. For him, he could afford it because he has a mission. This place said he's building healing homes. He's a spiritual healer. In his own, he added church to it. You know, when you add church there, it will make it more difficult for people to suspect you. But before you know it, our young men started missing until one day because your cup will always full. One day the youths just got tired and felt like they want to investigate this man for nothing. They just want to go there and investigate him. I mean, you're living alone in the middle of nowhere, and our young people are missing. That was how they, lo and behold, and that was how they found a mass grave, headless bodies that could no longer be identified. Some have already turned into bones. Well, you know what my people did to him? They handed him over to the police, and normally if he's from my place they would not have handed him over to the police. We would have handed him over to his ancestors. That is how we roll, because he's a stranger, he's not from there. What we did is we handed him over to the police, but the property they destroyed everything. Whatever the police did with him, we later didn't know, but our own is that he cannot come back there again on period, because that is strange. That is not our culture. We don't know that. My heart goes out to the victims of this man. I know they are more than this. Please be careful. Everything when glitter not be good out there. I think last year or so, one of my subscribers here, that's when I stopped taking him seriously. He's a Ghanaian man, and I used to have a lot of respect for him. This man came to my channel and left me a comment trying to compare me to one Nigerian girl in Ghana. I am so lazy. Yes, I'm lazy, and it's none of your business. I love my life. There is something about contentment. If you have it, you have everything. If you don't have it, no matter what you have, you're never going to be okay. And when I see people displaying this kind of attitude, I just know they have low self-esteem. What is this? Trying to make people believe you are rich by spraying money. You see the oh Jehovah, there are more videos, but I can't put it out here. Those videos are heartbreaking. If you are a Nigerian down there, you can go on ahead and condemn me for posting this video. I'll post it. I want to create awareness. Ugandan, Kenyan ladies, South African ladies, even lately Ghanaian ladies, even I don't see. Go to Nigeria, go and meet all these men. Let them give you money. Odogu. Just be careful wherever you're from. You're Nigerian. Just be careful. I saw a video of one Ghanaian guy the other day. Hey, Nigerians in Ghana, you like to put down Nigeria. Is it Nigeria the only bad place? My brother, it's okay. No vessel. I beg go pack your bags and go to Nigeria, okay? Like I have packed my bag, we have packed our bags, we have come to Nigeria. Let's exchange students. Chineke Biko. You see, for the sake of money, be careful. Just be careful and envy no one. And for me, I have won everybody, and I'm happy everybody have agreed. Don't pressure me, okay? Leave me to me. The day when I buy, if I don't get money, I buy, no problem. If you can contribute money, fine. If you cannot contribute, so that they will take my body home, because I would like to go home and be buried there. If you cannot contribute, it's okay. Nobody will kill you. I don't have a house, I don't have a car, I don't have a shop, I don't have anything, but I have God and I have hope. I'm done with this video. Bye.